It's Sydney Island here. That's Island with a Y, not an S. And this video is part 2 to Venus in Aries, compatibility with the other signs. Part 2 because the other one got cut off. So we were at Venus in Scorpio. So people who have a Venus in Aries and people who have a Venus in Scorpio, like I said, Mars rules both of these signs, okay? The planet Mars. But Pluto also rules Scorpio as well. But that's to say that if you have a planet, so Mars is the dominant planet. It's the fighting planet. It's a fiery planet, right? So if you have both of these signs in a relationship, they're going to be very passionate and they're going to be very intense, and they both will possess a lot of fiery energy. It's going to be a lot of sexual attraction between the two of these people. Yeah, these two people have deep, passionate sex. Yes, they do. And they enjoy it very much. Scorpio just can't get enough of Aries' strength. Scorpio people love strong people. They love a Scorpio woman loves a strong, muscular alpha man. A Scorpio man loves a strong-willed woman, right? So Venus and Scorpio loves the strength of Venus and Aries, and that's what makes their sex so much better. Scorpio cannot enjoy sex if they feel in the back of their minds, this person weak. No. No, ma'am. Sex. Okay, the planet of Mars is a very fiery sexual planet. So this planet rules both of these signs. So sex is a very, very dominant energy in this relationship. Sometimes people will be in relationships and it won't be that sexual. They can actually enjoy each other's company, and that's their relationship, you know, talking, vibing. And then there's people who need constant sex in their relationship, and that is Venus and Aries, Venus and Scorpio people. But the issue is that Scorpios feel that they're not emotionally satisfied in this relationship, because sometimes it feels that Aries is emotionally, emotionally selfish, and Scorpio wants some love, wants some attention. Although Scorpios can be, people with Venus and Scorpio or people with Scorpio energy can be very prideful, and they won't always admit, you know. Keep in mind, these two signs are very similar because Mars rules them both, and they both are very prideful. They both will have issues admitting when the other one's wrong because of their pride. But Scorpios can be very vengeful. If the relationship doesn't go right, this Venus and Scorpio will be very vengeful, and they'll be like, well, you know, you can't just walk away from the relationship all untouched and all happy and good and I'm all scarred and shit. Like, I gotta get some vengeance, you know, while Aries is like way off, you know, having a good time, you know, because that's typically how that would go. Scorpios are much deeper. They feel things really deep, right? Emotionally deep. Not that Aries can't. Aries definitely can be emotionally deep. They just express their emotions very differently, and that's the issue between the two Venus and Aries, Venus and Scorpio pair. They both can be very stubborn. They both want their own way. So like I said, this is a thing with the pride. They both are very prideful, so they won't ever really get out of the way. They both have issues compromising. They both want to be on top. These signs are both very power hungry. Let's move on to Venus and Sagittarius. Okay, so I feel that this relationship is very energetic, and I feel that this is a very good relationship. This is a very stimulating relationship, and this is a very fun relationship. And Aries ain't bored. Aries ain't bored. They've been through A, B, C, D, and now they at Venus and Sagittarius, and they having the time of their life. Both of these signs are quick to fall in love, much like Venus and Leo, Venus and Aries. All fire signs are very quick to fall in love. They're very quick. This is double fire. I see this as a very, you know, high energy partying pair. I see this as the two couples they always just like acting crazy together. You know what I mean? You know, there's not one chill and they both like, you know, the very humorous. The type of couple that's always doing stuff together, always going on adventures together. Both of these signs motivate and uplift and inspire the other one. They both can get the other one going. They're both very enthusiastic and very driven, and they both want to see the other succeed, and they both want to push the other to the ultimate, you know, improvement of themselves. So this is a very, very good pair. This is a pair that will definitely last, okay? Both of y'all love independence. Y'all love playfulness. Y'all are very childlike individuals. The fire signs are the most childlike signs, and so y'all both will give each other the independence that y'all need, because y'all both are aware of the fact that, okay, like, I need my space, so I'm gonna give you your space. So this pair is a really good pair. This is a really, really good, like, fiery pair. I feel like this is a very fun relationship, and it makes me wish that I was a Venus in Aries and that I was with a Venus in Sagittarius, because that just seems like a lot of fun. Okay, so Venus in Capricorn. Okay, so Venus in Aries, Venus in Capricorn compatibility, it suffers a little bit. Actually, it kind of suffers a lot. Let me not lie. Earth and fire, there can be some trouble with that. Capricorns are too practical and thinky for Venus and Aries. Sometimes they're just so slow, and they like to plan things, and this can be very boring for an Aries. Capricorn is always weighing the pros and cons of everything. They're always planning and thinking. They're always planning and thinking about the future, while Aries is just living in the moment. So you can see how these two will clash. I see Capricorn, Venus and Capricorn as being a Debbie Downer for Aries, and just being too reserved and too stuck in one spot and too stuck in their own comfort. And Venus and Aries finds this to be very, very boring. By the way, I keep forgetting to say that the timestamps will always be below. If there's ever a video where I'm talking about multiple signs like this, the timestamps will always be in the description box. Just want to throw that out there, okay? So for any of y'all who future watch my videos. But there is a amount of respect between Venus and Capricorn, Venus and Aries pair, because these people are very blunt and very direct and very straightforward about what they want and what they don't want. Capricorn does it in a more earthy, mature kind of way. Aries does it in a more, kind of like childish, like, shut up and listen to me. This is what I want, kind of way. So it's very different. These two have very different energies. But these two, when it comes to business and building a career, they both can be great business partners. And their relationship can be strengthened through their business, their really good business abilities. Okay, these people are both very much leaders. Capricorns are very headstrong. Even if they come off as soft and gentle, Capricorns are very headstrong, and they can be very much wrapped in their own ways, much like the Aries. They both can be stubborn. So with a little bit of understanding, though, this relationship can definitely succeed. Venus in Aquarius and Venus in Aries. So both of these signs are both impulsive and unpredictable. Both of these signs love fun, love variety, love diversity, love getting, in the mix of everything. So Venus in Aries, you appreciate Venus and Aquarius quirkiness. You appreciate their weirdness. You appreciate that they're very different and that they're very unique. You like unique people. You like anybody that's different, and anybody who's bold enough to just do their own thing and not really care about what people think. But sometimes Aquarius can be too aloof for you. They can be too distant for you, too detached. And you want that instant, stimulation and that instant gratification now. And Aquarius don't always give it, because they're just kind of like sometimes seemingly in their own world and not too involved with the environment and too involved with what's going on in their present environment. Because a lot of times Venus in Aquarius, or Aquarius sun person, is very much concerned about what's going on in the external world, concerned about what's going on in there, going on in the city, in the country, and the other countries. Venus and Aquarius is all the way out there, and Venus and Aries wants them to be here. They want them to be in this moment, right here, right now. They both also crave independence, though, and so they have that space from the other. But I feel like that sometimes Aries feels like there's too much space, because Aquarius get kind of detached and go be alone. So Venus in Pisces, this is the last sign of the zodiac. Venus in Pisces and Venus in Aries. Typically, Aries Venus will take the lead in this relationship. Venus and Pisces, they prefer their relationship to be more on the safe side. Pisces people are very sensitive, and they can be a little defensive because of their sensitivity. But Venus and Aries, Venus and Pisces do have this in common, Venus and Aries is also very defensive as well. But Aries can be so direct and so blunt and so harsh that it can crush Pisces spirits. Pisces is an empath, and Pisces is easily hurt, and they're very, very sensitive. Did I already say that Aries typically takes the lead? I might have said that. Yeah, I said that. Pisces, in the relationship, you're all up in the clouds, and, you're very you daydream a lot, and you're very imaginative. But Venus and Aries, they don't really understand why. They don't really, they're looking at you like, Like Venus and Pisces is all like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the store and I think I'm gonna buy some flowers and then I'm gonna put the flowers in my bunny cage. And then Aries is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand each other. Y'all express love very different. And the dreaminess of Pisces can be very enticing and very alluring to Aries in the beginning, but over time, it's just a lot of confusion in this pair. Aries, Venus and Aries don't really understand you. Venus and Pisces, there's just a lot of like, y'all love in very different ways. Aries, you're a little too direct for Pisces, so just try to be more gentle, you know? Try to be more considerate of Pisces' feelings, okay? Stop crying, Pisces. Stop crying. I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for part 2, Venus and Aries, compatibility. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel. And by the way, if you have not subscribed, I think you're stupid. And I think that you clearly don't know what's best for you in your life. If you've watched multiple videos of mine and you still haven't pressed the subscribe button, you clearly are not a very intelligent individual. And I'll pray for you, you know? Because that's just wrong. And it makes no sense. You watch 10 videos, 10 Sydney Island videos, and you still didn't find it within yourself to press the subscribe button? Get off my channel.